Good morning guys, I am back with another vlog. As I suspected, another one has happened before holiday. I have just spent the last half an hour tinkering around getting things tidied up. I want to clear my sides of clutter in the kitchen, so I have actually done things like putting my coffee pods into the top drawer so that when we want coffee we open the drawer and they're going to be there, and I'm going to take them off the cupboard up there and put them into there. And now I'm going to have this side a little bit more clearer. I'm actually tempted to put the air fryer here and the kettle over there. I haven't decided yet, but it does need a refresh, this house. It's starting to get annoying, if I'm honest. I do have a few things to get done around the house today. Our sticker for our green bin has arrived, so I need to get that onto the green bin because the current subscription for the green bin expires at the end of the month. And we've got new wheelie bin stickers because ours have completely disintegrated and don't exist anymore. And we like people to know whose our bins are, and it's very nice that our neighbours bring them in for us, especially if I'm at work. So as my car has been getting older, the struts on the boot have not been holding up, and you can actually see a lot of rust on the both of them. Now I have to try and figure out how to change them with the help of YouTube, and I really need a long plank of wood to prop this up, because when I take the struts off, this is going to drop on my head. And there's a bit here that sticks out, and I really don't want that in my head. So that's going to be an interesting challenge for today. Finally got a strut off, so I can do the other ones now. Carl's watching me on the doorbell camera. What a nosy bugger. Go away!
Hi!
So the struts are in place now. I can't know if you can see that, guys, and they're all in, but I'm pretty sure a boot isn't supposed to, like a boot lid is not supposed to look that high. I feel like you should tighten these up, and these will lock this in place so it only goes to a certain height, but it doesn't do that. It just goes right back up. I can't let go of that when it goes up because it'll just go ping and probably break my boot and like break the joints, so that's a bit of a problem, I think. Carl's going to order in some shorter length struts for the car, so we're going to have to wait for them. In that meantime, I don't have to go into the boot a lot, to be fair. All that's in here is the jump starter if the battery was to die, which it hasn't yet since it's been replaced, and de-icer. And now that it's starting to get warmer in the morning, I'm not needing to de-ice the windscreen on the car. So now it is just a case of waiting for new struts to come that might be shorter in length, and then I have to do this whole procedure again down the line. So in the meantime, just have to be careful with the boot. In my last vlog, which I actually finished and uploaded yesterday, So yesterday I visited a garden centre and picked up an orchid after my search for English lavender was a fail. My partner's asked me to go back to Dday's to pick up an orchid for his mum for Mother's Day. So that's where I am going now. And then I'm going to go pick one up and then drive back. So it's going to be like a half an hour trip. We've got so many choice of orchids, so many colours. There's beautiful white ones and there's these gorgeous yellow ones. I've already picked a yellow one up for my mum. It looks so pretty. Back in the car, and there we have it, a lovely white orchid for Carl's mum. And I bought these as well. They're supposed to be like drops that help the orchids bloom, so I give those a try, but I feel like I need to pop back in and get a third one because I've got an orchid at home from Tesco and its flowers are starting to drop off and there's not many buds growing back. But I wondered maybe having a bit of this would actually help spring it back to life, so I'm very tempted to run back in and get another bottle of this stuff and give it a try. I did it, I got a third one, so there we have it. There's now 3 of them, so one's going to go in the gift bag for Carl's mum's orchid so she can put that in it to keep it going. My mum's going to have one and I'm going to have one from the orchid I've got at home, so happy days. I'm going home now. Now that I've managed to get stuff done, quite a lot done today, I'm just chilling out for the rest of the night playing some Call of Duty and wait for the others to come online, get leveled up because I'm very close now to my 2nd prestige. I've been really grinding this game of late, so I'm really happy with how far I've got. And I've got Oreo fast asleep next to me at the minute as well. Good morning again everyone, it is a new day. I've got a few things I have to do today. The sun is shining again and it was throwing it down last night. I was up playing card until like midnight and I did go to 2nd prestige. However, there's a double XP event coming and I definitely need to mash up as fast as I can. I need to catch up with Carl and everybody to get on to 3rd prestige. But first things first, I've just had my breakfast and then I am going to go and drop off these orchids and see some family before heading back, get a bit of cleaning done until about 5 because it's 5 when the event starts, so I've got time to get stuff done around the house before work tomorrow. Carl is coming home today, so I am very much looking forward to that. My errands on, I've got a card and I've picked up my prescription, but the weather's taken a really nasty turn, it's gone super cold. I need to put this camera on charge now because it's already dying, and then I am going to pop to work because I need to drop a iPad case off to a resident that I had to spare as she's got a new iPad that's the same as mine. And then I got to drop these orchids off, so I've got quite the run today. I got home, but then realised I needed to go to the shop for some eggs and something for my tea, because I've already decided what Carl's having, so he can use up the fish cake that we have left in the fridge. The car park was a bit busy, so I've obviously had to just walk around, but now I kind of wish I had used the car because it's really, really cold. And I'm going to relax for the rest of the day, probably get some cleaning in because I'm back at work at the weekend. Carl is home tonight. Hello everybody, it is the last day of March, Saturday night. We saw the clocks go forward, so it is now getting darker later. I drove home in the light yesterday. It was lovely, it was pleasant, it's just what I like. It goes a little bit later for getting lighter in the morning, which goes without saying, but it goes darker later in an evening. I am now chilling out because I've done a load of cleaning around the house. Our cruise documents have come through, so I'm very happy about that as well. That makes me very, very happy. So I'll be printing those off today. That makes it completely official that there's only a month to go before our holiday. I've let the girls out into the garden because even though the sun isn't out and it's a little bit overcast in the sky, it's still very warm. So I thought, you know what, let's get a little bit of cleaning done, and then I'm going to start working on this double XP on Call of Duty because I am actually quite close to prestiging again. and I want to try and prestige again before this evening when our friends come online. And it turns out there's another 2 days on it, which means I've got tomorrow to mash it out a little bit, and also Wednesday evening before they completely finish the event. So I'm really happy about how things are turning out. The other day when I was home and fitting these struts onto my boot, I established that the struts that we had were too long, so that my boot was really high up. I am pleased to report that the new struts came and they fit perfectly. My boot is no longer angled at a ridiculous place. As you can see, there's a nice big considerable gap there, and these are shorter in length as well by a couple of inches. That's all it needed, really. We managed to get the correct ones in the end, so we're really happy about that. So now my boot just sits normally and it doesn't cause any problems. Happy days. Evening time now sees me chilling out on Call of Duty. I am very close to prestige now. I only have like 2 levels to do and I'll be on number 3 prestige, and then I have to smash through that one as well. It's the 1st of April and we have our luggage tags ready to go. I've printed off 5, 23 days till I'm off on annual leave, and 24 till we fly to America. I cannot wait. It can't come quick enough now. I am ready for this holiday. We are equipped with Carl's lanyard. He'll need that for navigating around the airport because of his bad back and his struggling to walk at times, especially if he's on his feet for a long time. And that'll help us navigate through like security, getting on the plane and stuff like that, give us a bit more time to get settled in before others board. Unfortunately, it's just one of those that we have to use because it's not fair on him to be queuing up behind people and his back's just tiring. Then we've got to lift the cases into the storage thingy, so you know, it's one of those where it will help us quite a lot. It did when we went to America last time, so it should help us again this time. Just been sitting outside of Grandad's house now, went in and I've got him set up with Prime and Disney Plus because he now has Wi-Fi for his TV, so I've got him all signed up to that. Happy days, just on my account, so I'm just paying for it. And I've got to get home because getting here it took another 20 minutes just to sit in traffic because of roadworks that have been there for some time. And if I can get back before school start finishing, I won't have to wait too long. And I could go the long way round, but it is the long way round and I just can't be bothered. I might as well just sit in the traffic. So that's my plan, and I think I've got a little bit of cleaning to do when I get home, and naturally I'll be back on COD again. I got home, I got Carl levelled up to 55, ready to prestige again. And then just as I was ready to start on mine, I had a call from my uncle saying my granddad was in a flap, that his TV wasn't working and the internet wasn't working. And I really wish I'd said on the phone, just reset the router and it'll start working. No, I drove back to my granddad's house in another half an hour, to simply restart the router, and everything worked again absolutely fine. So I left and I got home about 15 minutes ago after putting some air into my tyres because one of my tyres was really low. And then now I'm having my tea and then I can get back on the Xbox to play my games. So I think between now and the holidays, I'm going to spend a lot of time with me prestiging as much as I can before I go away, because I won't be on it for 3 weeks. Be doing much more fun things. It's Friday and I am now off for the weekend. Got home at 2. Trying not to fall asleep, but I'll play some Xbox. Oh, so I'm super tired, so I hope that didn't trigger you to yawn. The door is open for the girls, but neither of them have gone outside. And I am just relaxing. There's not really a lot I can do. Carl will be leaving to come home soon, so there's always that. It's going to be a good weekend, I think. We spent a lovely morning in Lytham. We picked up some birthday cards mostly, more than anything else, and we've enjoying the sunny weather, had some breakfast and just got some clothes out on the line. Saturday doesn't seem to be a day that we're going to do much apart from just relaxing. I've got some more packing to sort out as well, so I'm probably going to do that. The Grand National's on today, but it's not something I watch, and I don't watch football because apparently that's on and Carl's team are playing. He attended Slimming World this morning. I lost £1.50. Unfortunately, I did put 3.5 on last week. However, we had a filming crew in from Slimming World today to film a gentleman who lost 22 stone and is now showing his progress and what would have happened if he'd carried on the way on the path he was on. And he showed us the clothes he used to wear when he was at his biggest, and he's quite the big inspiration for everybody and had a lot of people crying today. But his story was very, very, very inspirational for a lot of people, and the courage that he went through to be able to get where he was is incredible. I'm waiting for Tesco to come, and Carl's gone to get our tea, which is fish and chips, or rather for me is jumbo sausage, chips and gravy, because I prefer that to fish. I love fish, but when I have fish and chips, I've got to have the sausage. On occasion I'll have fish if someone was to buy it for me and said, got you some fish and chips, I will eat it. But if I have the choice, it's always sausage, chips and gravy. Because who doesn't have gravy with the chips? I'm sorry, but gravy and chips, yes. I could not eat the last of those fish and chips. I had so many because Carl gave me 2 sausages. I only just managed to eat both of those, never mind the chips. Then we watched Beard Meets Food, and then I realised that watching him eat was filling me up faster. It's a really weird psychological thing. I've eaten what I can. Now I've got to try and sort these wardrobes out because our group at Slimming World is doing a clothes throw, so I need to have a route through his stuff and a route through my stuff and bin, or rather put in the bag what we don't need, so I can take that to the group next week. I do sound out of breath, but it's because I've just ran upstairs on a full stomach. Now I'm talking and oh my god, I'm so full. I feel pleasantly full, but I think I've overdone it a little bit, so I'm going to regret it for the rest of the night, that everything I do is just going to put me out of breath. And I'm fat, which obviously doesn't help the situation, but currently as it stands, it's because I've eaten that much that everything is a challenge, and I'm like well, they fit in there like a glove. I mean, look at that, that's perfect. And I might even be able to lie a couple of things across the top, so that'll be Carl's trousers and stuff, and tops, maybe some shorts that I'm gonna wear, but other than that, that's gone in there really nicely. I've just spent the last 3 hours or so playing COD, oh good lord, and I'm now 4th prestige. I did it, and I'm going to take a break off it for a while because now I'm up to scratch with a lot of the other players, so I'm going to chill out and do other things now because I don't have to worry about it so much. So tomorrow's going to be spent on doing other things, and I'm just going to play it on an evening when I get home from work, and that's only a couple of hours a night, and that's all I need really. I'm just not living on it anymore. I've done what I needed to do, and I'm very happy. It's Sunday and we are actually in Elland. Carl's wagon had to have something done to it over the weekend, so he had to take all his stuff out. We're back here today to put all the stuff back in, but we can't get into the yard. The gate doesn't answer the phone when he rings, like the intercom, to get the gate to open, and I've locked all the gates, so he's actually talking to the guy to let him into the building and stuff, so we're getting there. We popped into Morrison's to pick up some bits for the wagon. We went in to get some bedding and some Febreze for him, and instead we have now come back with an air fryer. as well as the Febreze and the bedding, and he's left the Febreze in the car, so not smart at all, but we do have the Febreze for him. Now it's just a case of waiting for him. He's left me by the gate on my lonesome when anyone could come up behind us, so I'm really happy because after weeks, maybe months of searching, I finally got my egg frying pan. I've been after one of these for a while and I wasn't able to get my hands on one. And who should have it than Morrison's? So I now have my little pan for my eggs when I want my eggs in the morning. Jar for my mini eggs. I've been after something like this for the bedroom because I have accumulated 4 bags of mini eggs, and those are my sweet treats when Easter has gone, so that I may snack on them throughout the year because of one sin an egg, so perfect. And I've also got a new toaster because mine kept blowing in the fuse box last time, so now I can have my toast with my eggs. We've had a really lovely day today and we're just sat in Wetherspoons because we hadn't had anything planned of what we was going to have for tea tonight. This is where we have found ourselves having our food, which we're just waiting on coming now. And then we're going to go home and chill out for the rest of the evening as Carl has an early start in the morning. So guys, I think that's going to be the end of my vlog. It's quite a long one, longer than what I usually do. So if you've enjoyed it, I'd love it if you tap subscribe, and also as well, the next one I make is definitely most likely going to be for the packing and stuff. The last stages before travel day when we fly to America. So please stay tuned for that and I'll see you real soon.